Welcome back, guys, to Plant3D and to this channel, Built in CAD. So for today's video, I'm going to bring you a platform. We're going to be working with the structure module in AutoCAD Plant3D, and I'm going to be walking you through to add some still members, some accessories, how to work with that, how to modify them, and just stick around because at the end, I'm going to give you a pro tip, how to work with steel. And also, don't forget, I'm going to leave you the PDF on the description so you can follow this tutorial step by step with dimensions, completely free. So first, I want you to make sure that you are in the structure module and you're going to click grid. So here you can insert this grid by default, and then I can explain you visually how this transfers to your model. So click create. And we're going to put this in perspective, or actually remove the perspective. And we're going to insert the members now. But before inserting the members, I want this grid to fit my model. So to modify my grid, I'm going to right click and I'm going to select edit structure. So please make sure that these are coordinates. This is not a delta value, so you can follow the dimensions on the PDF. So we're going to insert the coordinates here. So also know that the axis name, or the name for each value, it's transferred to the grid, so you can see right away where it belongs. So each coordinate is associated with a name or a tag, say for example in the grid. 20. This is 90 inches. Don't forget to separate with a comma. And this one is 180 inches. So we're going to transfer these values into the grid. So click the arrow here and see how this transforms to feet. Same thing for this and same thing for this. So click OK. And I think this is there is probably one mistake here. So let's see. So this is actually 180 inches. So we can correct this. And click again the arrow and click OK. Now we're going to insert the steel members. So come here into settings and then select member settings. We're going to insert an 8x10, type W, and click OK. And then to activate the insert menu, we're going to click here in member, and basically we are ready to insert our members. So make sure that you have your snap endpoint activated, so it's going to be faster when we insert members. So click in one side and you are going to click in the other side, then enter, and you can do that for the grid. As you can see, I am inserting the members in the center line, but you can also change this. Say for example you want it differently, you can select your member, you can click on this structure, and you can select the position as well. So if I want the outline to be on top, then I can select this point and then click OK. So I added all the team members in the same way that we did the first ones. And I'm just going to show you here in Shape Model the way that you can also present your 3D. If I put line, then it's going to reveal the grid, and it's going to show me only the section profile of the steel members. This might be helpful when you need to see inside and you don't have vision because your steel members, they are in the way. So I'm just going to go back to the shape model. So the shape model actually shows how the profile is in reality. If you're going to have less detail, you can move on into the outline model, which is going to give you a more rough presentation. And the symbol model as well, that is also used when you have to visualize this quickly because it actually consumes less memory. So the 3D model runs faster on this view. I'm going to remove perspective. So we're going to go back to the line type, line model, and then we're going to hit plate. Here we're going to create a new plate by clicking in this corner and in the other corner. Right now you don't see it, but then when I switch to shape model, you're going to be able to visualize it. Create, same procedure. And then if I switch to the shape model, you're going to be looking at a platform. Then we're going to add some railing. So click here and click on railing. So before inserting the railing, I just wanted to show you that you can also set up the dimensions here in the railing settings. So I'm going to leave this by default, but you're free to change these values. So click again on railing, and I'm going to switch again to line model, and I'm going to start outlining the railing here. So I added the second level the same way I did the first one. So then I'm going to add a ladder, and you can use that ladder bottom here to insert a parametric ladder. So same thing, you can come here to ladder settings and change the values. We're going to leave it as is for now and click OK. So to add a ladder, you can do the following. You can come here, and first it's going to ask you for the start point. So you can come to the bottom, click here, and then the end point, we're going to make it switch to orthogonal here, and we're going to make it here. Let's use shift right click. We're going to place it perpendicular, and then we're going to add the distance. So say for example here. Okay, very good. All right, perfect. So that's our structure. After, we're going to go back to the shape model, and as you can see, some end terminations for the joints, for the steel joints, they don't have a lot of detail. They're very raw. They cross each other, they overlap. So there is a way to refine this detail, and for that I'm going to use the cutting panel here. So I want you to come here to the cut back member, and then what this is going to do is going to cut a member with another member. So the first thing that you need to select is the limiting member. So for example, in this case, I want the limiting member to be this and the cut member to be this. So see how this profile went just backwards, and it's just because this tool allows you to refine the detail in your steel frame. Same thing for this one, for example. If I want this to be the limiting member, I'm going to first click on this, and then after I'm going to click on this. So we're going to apply that for all the corners. You are free to play with the options. You'll see how you become more comfortable the more you use it. Say for example, this level is actually, as you can see, is sticking out the plate. So I'm going to lower the whole level here by selecting the members. Just select the rail, so I want the steel frame here. So select the 4 steel members and you're going to right click and you're going to change the point of insertion to the top. So you see, if I click OK and then I go back to the front view, this is going to lower, right, versus this one. So you can do the same for the bottom one, so it's going to fit better. Another thing that you can do to be more precise with your cleaning is that you can explode the structure. So for example, these handrails, they overpass the column. So if I try to apply trim member, then, or cut member, it's not going to work. And this is just because this is all grouped. So if I explode the structure, just be careful, because if you explode the structure, it's not going to be parametric anymore. So you need to make sure that this is final. So when you explode the structure, it's going to explode the structure, and then after you're going to be able to trim the profile. So if I apply the same thing, cut back member, I'm going to select my limit and I'm going to select which profile I want to cut, and see, it's going to cut the handrail. So you can use these tools to refine your structure to the point that you want. So time for our pro tip, and I'm going to show you how to add members really fast. So we're just going to get rid of this temporarily, and we're going to click on grid as well. And we're just gonna create this by default. And before doing this, you need to make sure that your grid is not going to change, because basically you will need to explore your grid to add steel members really fast. So here we're going to type explode, and then we're going to click member and then line, and then we're going to select the whole grid. So select the whole grid, right click and click enter. So this really speeds up your design. But again, be careful, because if you do this, then that means that your grid is not going to be modifiable anymore. So that's it for today, designers. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe. And also don't forget that I'm leaving you a PDF completely free for you to follow this tutorial. I am preparing some videos that are going to be teaching you more and more stuff about Plant3D, but I really need your support. So if you can please give me a like, that's going to help me and encourage me to keep working on these tutorials. And tell me, what tutorial do you want to see next? Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.